Welcome to my YouTube channel Prabhu Eduguru. Prabhu Eduguru E-Learning Center. Listen to know. Penugolu, a village on the hills. Availability of agriculture land. We read earlier that farming is done on particular plot of land for a few years and in other one for the next few years. In olden days, on an average each family cleared 2 to 2.5 acres of forest land. The average yield of jowar per acre of Podu field is 250 kilograms, so each family harvested about 600 kilograms of jowar apart from 150 to 250 kilograms of small mills. Decreasing of Podu cultivation. Earlier, large forest areas were available in the hills, but now the areas available for Podu has decreased. At the same time, people are forced to come back to the same plot of land earlier than before because the forest area has decreased. The rotation cycle has also become smaller, so the soil is not able to recover its fertility as earlier. Vegetable garden in the backyard. From a distance, we could notice that the house in this village had neat bamboo fence around the backyard with level land. This backyard provided a space for a small kitchen garden. Here they grow vegetables like beans, gourd, chilies and fences had climber like pumpkin. Rearing animals. Poultry was also kept within these fences. Some people rear cows, goats, sheep, cattle, and dogs. Minor forest products. The grain and vegetables produced in the Podu lands or their backyard is insufficient for the families to survive throughout the year. The forest is a great storehouse, and over hundreds of years, the people have identified all the various available edible food and source of medicine. The tribal calendar is marked by various seasons by various edible fruits, tuber, nuts, green leaves, and even for hunting small animals. Tribal women and children are engaged in collection of edible forest produce. The two important forest products they collect they are honey and bamboo shoots. This is called Karri Kummalu. The shoots cooked after outer layers are removed. This is great delicacy. Another source of food is the juice of palm tree, Tatikallu, especially in summer. Some forest products are sold in weekly market called Santa. The mahua seeds are major items that they sell in the market. Source of drinking water. There are many natural springs that provide drinking water to the people in the village. Then there are streams that flow throughout the hills and later join rivers like Sabari and Godavari. The water at the springs lasts throughout the year, though some of these natural springs do dry up in summer. People have to walk about 30 minutes distance to get water in summer for drinking. Bamboo. As we know, bamboo is abundant in the forest. Apart from it being a food source, bamboo is used to build houses, fences, etc. People also make baskets, winnows, chicken coops, etc. with it and sell them in the Santa. Paper mills also have the right to collect bamboo from the forest. There are agents who employ people in the village to cut and supply bamboo for mills. Forest provides some earnings opportunity to them. Initially, the wages were very low, but they have increased slowly over the last few years. These wage workers go collect for bamboo after the cropping season. They earn about 150 rupees per day. House and habitation. We have seen that the houses in the Penugula are mostly built of mud, bamboo and thatch. There is a separate space to keep the animals and grow vegetables in the kitchen garden around the house. There are fences around the house to protect these crops and animals. Each house is at a little distance from the other. Houses in Penugula are at the top of the hills. There were 32 families living here and total population is 124. In case there is an epidemic or any other reason, they can quickly abandon the settlement and build their houses elsewhere. Customs. The tribal people in Penugulu worship gods of nature. The festival follow the change in the seasons. They worship stone idol. They also worship Burra, round-shaped dried bottle god, and Tadu under tamarind tree. They call it Mutyalamma. They celebrate Yallamma Padma, Bhumi Puja, Kortala Panduga, Bhimani Panduga, Festival of Vippapuvu, Kortala Panduga in summer. All major activities like sowing, harvest, collection of fruits from the forest, etc. begin after these festivals. The future of Koyas. Even though the hill tribes are very few in number, but they have been following pattern of life from ancient times. They have a right to their way of life. They do not disturb the environment as compared to modern agriculture. The forests they clear for agriculture are taken care of, so they automatically regenerate after some years. However, with the limited forest land available to them, now their way of life is under constant threat. Due to constant felling of trees and over exploitation of bamboo by the paper mill, which need daily supply of large quantities of bamboo, the forests are getting depleted. The forest officials try to stop the Podu cultivation. The tribal people possess very intimate knowledge of the fruits of the forest and the forest environment. Availability of schools in Penugolu. Schools and such facilities available in the village are limited. There is just one school, Girijana Primary School. The nearest high school as well hospitals are at Vajedu, the Mandal headquarters that is about 20 km from the village. Viewers, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching my channel. If you like this video, please like and share with your friends, and please do subscribe my channel. Thank you.